is 5 simple stretches that you can do in the morning to prepare your body for the day ahead. We'll start with cat-cow, coming onto your hands and knees. Inhale, take the tailbone, chest bone up towards the sky, belly falling towards the mat. And as you breathe out, rounding into your back, squeezing the belly up towards your spine, chin towards your chest. Inhale, extending the spine into cow pose. And exhale, rounding your back into cat pose. As you inhale into cow pose, you feel as if you're moving the heel of your hands and your knees towards each other. Get that extra traction into your back. And as you breathe out into cat, you feel as if you're pushing the hands down and out away from your knees. Get that extra stretch along your spine. So you can do as many of these as you like, just moving with your breath. Really nice to get a bit of movement into your back after sleep. Our second stretch is our ragdoll. So tuck the toes, walk the hands back towards the feet. And then as you plant your heels towards the floor, send your sit bones up towards the sky. We'll keep a little bend in the legs. If you need a bigger bend for any lower back issues or any glaucoma, high blood pressure, you need to keep the head up rather than taking that full inversion there, then come into this supported position here. Otherwise, you can allow your head and torso to dangle, just keeping a bit of bend in the legs to really release into your back. Maybe even holding onto the elbows for a little bit more intensity. You can have a swing or sway here. Allowing some blood to the brain, wake you up. If you want to have a bend and stretch of the legs, you can. You don't have to come to a full straight leg if your hamstrings are tight. They're often a bit tight in the morning if you've just got up and haven't been walking around yet. So you want to bring some warmth into the back of the legs, but you don't have to take it to that full straight position. I'm going to come up slowly, hands to the back of the legs, rolling up to standing. Take your time, you might feel a little bit dizzy as you come up. Bringing the feet together, legs together. We'll come into our third stretch, reaching up towards the sky, taking hold of your right wrist with your left hand. Let the head rest onto your left arm, lifting up and over into your side stretch. You're going to squeeze your bottom and try and keep that length through the tailbone so you can push the hips forward slightly so you're not putting any pressure to your lower back. And it's okay to push the hips out opposite way to your body if you want to get a little bit more stretch through the side of the hip as well as the waist and up into your armpit. We're just making sure you're still grounding down through your feet. We'll lift back up to center, switch the bind of your wrists. Let the head and neck relax. Squeezing the lower portion of your bottom. Squeeze your legs together and stretching over. Nice deep breath. Sending the breath into the side of the body. So if you focus your thoughts down through this left side, that's where your energy will go. These lateral stretches are great for relieving any fatigue. So if you didn't have a good night's sleep, this will be a nice one. Okay, we'll roll back down to the floor, softening the knees, walking the hands back out to our kneeling position. And we'll come into our fourth stretch with your left foot forward, so in this sort of 90-90 position for our twist. Bring the right forearm onto thigh, bringing your left thumb into your sternum as you start to twist around. Pull down with that right shoulder blade. If this feels fairly comfortable for you, you can bring the elbow to the knee and the palms together. Try and avoid this over twisting here, over wrapping, to keep that length between the top of the head and your tailbone, pushing the left knee out towards the little toe edge. So we're getting a nice stretch down into this gallbladder line down the outer edge of hip and thigh as well. There's a twist to your back and torso. And then coming back to centre, releasing the hands down. We'll do a little change over to the other side, starting just with the forearm, the right thumb into sternum. You can just see where you are today. As I say, in the morning we're a bit stiff. You don't want to overdo it or jump into those deep stretches before you've had a chance to assess your body. And if it's feeling okay, bring the palms together for that slightly deeper twist. Always making sure you can breathe in the twist. If you can't breathe, ease off a little bit. If you can't find that full breath. And releasing. Taking the knee back. For our fifth and final stretch, our tadpole pose, the big toes together and knees wide, sitting back onto the heels. So the wider the knees, the bigger the stretch into your groin and in the thighs. That's up to you. You can walk the hands forward and allow the heart to mount towards the floor. So chest mounting towards the floor, forehead to the floor. If it's uncomfortable around neck and shoulders, take your arms wider and bend your arms. You can bring them in, hands under your head here. So lots of options. Really letting go in this one, allowing your body to feel heavy. The more you let go, the deeper you get into the pose. And in this devotional position, heart energy flows a little bit more. We've got this dark space, we can retreat inwards, set your intentions for the day ahead. Again, you can stay here for as long as you like.